Don't scroll just yet. This might be exactly what you need to hear today. Have you ever noticed that awkward silence that often follows when someone finishes speaking? It's a natural moment that most of us instinctively try to fill, rushing in with advice, a joke, or even just some well-worn platitudes. But what if I told you that this very silence, yes, that seemingly empty space, is actually the powerful, invisible adhesive that makes your subsequent words truly resonate and stick in someone's mind? It's not just about when you say it, but when you say it, and the thoughtful space you create before you do. I personally discovered this crucial insight through a challenging experience last year. During a particularly intense team meeting, I made the mistake of interrupting a colleague mid-sentence. I was eager to offer what I thought was a brilliant solution, but my interruption unfortunately led to everyone rolling their eyes. Later, my manager pulled me aside for a candid conversation. She acknowledged my intelligence but gently pointed out that I sometimes sounded as if I was afraid of quiet. Her advice was simple yet profound. Let the air breathe. It turns out, the true magic in communication isn't solely about the words you choose, but rather the strategic pause you take before you utter them. This pause allows for reflection, builds anticipation, and ultimately enhances the impact of your message. So, why is this pause so effective? A groundbreaking 2022 Harvard study revealed that simply waiting a mere 1.8 seconds after someone finishes speaking can increase the perceived empathy from the listener by an impressive 40%. Imagine the profound impact that can have on your relationships. By combining this brief, intentional pause with the following 10 trust-building phrases, you have the potential to completely transform how others perceive you. Not just in your professional life, but also within your personal relationships and in every interaction you have. The 10 trust-boosting phrases and when to use them. To maximize the impact of these phrases, always pair each R with a deliberate 2-second pause. This short silence acts as a powerful amplifier, ensuring your words land with greater weight and sincerity. Help me understand, and especially effective when opinions clash. This phrase is a powerful tool to avoid confrontation and genuinely convey your curiosity. It's particularly useful when dealing with individuals who might be stubborn or resistant to new ideas. By asking for clarification, you invite them to elaborate, which can de-escalate tension and open the door for a more productive dialogue. It shows you value their perspective and are willing to listen. You're right. Said even if they're only 10% right, Stanford research refers to this as selective affirmation. The key is to acknowledge even a small point of agreement, no matter how minor. This seemingly small gesture can significantly ease the other person's potential hostility or defensiveness, fostering a sense of understanding and cooperation. It builds common ground and signals that you're not entirely opposed to their viewpoint. What's your ideal outcome here? It's perfect for negotiations. This question expertly shifts the focus from entrenched positions to underlying needs. I recall a close friend who successfully saved us from a marriage surrounding a major house purchase dispute simply by using this phrase. It encourages collaborative problem solving by helping both parties identify shared goals rather than sticking rigidly to their initial demands. This approach fosters a win-win mindset. I've been there. So when someone is venting, when someone is expressing frustration or distress, adding a specific, relatable experience significantly amplifies your empathy. For example, saying, "I once completely bombed a presentation and just wanted to hide in the restroom," is far more impactful and moving in a generic, "I understand you." This personal touch creates a deeper connection and makes the other person feel truly heard and less alone. How can I support you? So instead of, "Let me fix this," this subtle shift in phrasing empowers the other person and reduces your burden. A CEO client once shared with me that by adopting this phrase, she saw a remarkable 30% reduction in her team's reported burnout. Instead of jumping in to solve everything, you offer assistance in a way that respects their agency and allows them to articulate their specific needs, fostering a sense of collaboration. What haven't I asked about yet? For deep one-on-one conversations, this insightful question is excellent for uncovering hidden concerns or unspoken issues during profound one-on-one discussions. A nurse I know effectively used this phrase to help a hesitant patient finally open up and articulate their symptoms, leading to better care. It shows a genuine commitment to understanding the complete picture and demonstrates that you're willing to delve deeper. I appreciate that. Always name specific actions. Generic thank yous are nice, but specifically acknowledging someone's actions carries much more weight. For instance, saying, "I truly appreciate you staying late yesterday to fix that critical bug," is significantly more impactful than a simple, "Thank you for your effort." This specificity highlights your attentiveness and makes the individual feel genuinely seen and valued for their contributions. What's your take? Even when you're the expert, even if you possess specialized knowledge, appropriately ceding authority can surprisingly earn you greater trust. An attorney once told me that using this phrase helped soothe highly emotional and angry witnesses during difficult testimonies. It demonstrates humility, invites participation, and makes others feel their opinions are respected, even if you ultimately guide the decision. I need your help. So when asking for favors, research from Cornell University has shown that openly admitting need assistance makes people perceive you as more trustworthy, not weaker. This direct and vulnerable approach fosters genuine connection and willingness to assist. It demonstrates authenticity and a realistic understanding of your limitations, encouraging others to reciprocate with support. Let's circle back. So when emotions run high, this phrase provides a crucial circuit breaker during emotionally charged discussions. It successfully helped my siblings and me avoid a complete breakdown while navigating the complex process of handling our mother's estate. By introducing a pause, you allow for time plus silenced re-evaluation of the situation, enabling cooler heads to prevail and a clearer perspective to emerge. Why the pause works? It's not just about you. The effectiveness of pausing is deeply rooted in neuroscience. When you intentionally pause before speaking, you trigger the release of oxytocin, often called the trust hormone, in the listener's brain. This is precisely why skilled FBI negotiators strategically employ silence during intense hostage talks. It inherently makes people more inclined to cooperate and be receptive. The pause creates a space for connection, reducing perceived threat and increasing openness. But here's another critical aspect true. This pause isn't just about influencing others. It's also your secret weapon for navigating complex social situations. It provides you with a crucial opportunity to spot nonverbal cues. During that brief silence, you can consciously observe nonverbal signals, which account for a staggering 70% of communication. Look for signs like clenched jaws, furrowed brows, or hopeful eye contact. This helps you gauge their true feelings and tailor your response accordingly, allowing you to avoid regretful reactions. Reframe your response. The pause allows you to shift your internal question from, "What do I say next?" to "How can I truly help?" This reframe encourages a more empathetic and constructive approach to the conversation, leading to more meaningful interactions. Real-life silence wins. The power of silence is evident in countless real-world scenarios. The startup savior. I once coached a startup founder who faced harsh criticism from an investor during her pitch. Instead of reacting immediately, she paused for 3 agonizing seconds. Then, she calmly stated, "Help me understand your concerns." The incredible result. Not only did she receive a $500,000 check, but also an apology from the investor who admitted, "I was testing your grit." The toddler truce. My neighbor has mastered the art of pausing with her 4-year-old. Instead of instinctively shouting, "Stop crying," she waits, then gently asks, "Show me what's wrong." This approach has led to an astonishing 80% drop in her child's meltdowns. It validates the child's feelings and empowers them to communicate rather than just react. How to master the art of pausing. Cultivating the habit of pausing requires practice, but it's an invaluable soothe rule. Bila before responding. Mentally count. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi. This simple technique gives you a moment to gather your thoughts and formulate a more deliberate response. It's a small investment of time for a significant return in clarity. Nod. Don't natter when you pause, for the silence with attentive body language rather than words. Nod, maintain eye contact, and convey active listening. This demonstrates engagement and respect, signaling that you are fully present and processing what has been said, even without speaking. Water bottle hack. Keep a water bottle handy. Taking a sip of water after someone finishes speaking creates a natural pause and offers a moment for rehydration. It's a subtle yet effective way to introduce a brief silence without making it feel awkward or forced. Script your starters. Select 2 or 3 of the phrases mentioned above and practice them regularly until they become second nature. Like muscle memory, having these go-to phrases readily available will make it easier to implement pausing in real-time conversations. If you slip up and interrupt, own it. Don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. If you accidentally jump in too fast and interrupt, simply own it. A quick, honest apology like, "Wake, I jumped in too fast. Please continue," not only rectifies the mistake, but paradoxically builds trust faster than striving for flawless communication. Authenticity and acknowledging your humanity resonate deeply with others. The trust dividend. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded by noise, podcasts, notifications, and an endless stream of AI-generated spam. What truly cuts through all this static and resonates with people? It's human moments. That thoughtful pause before you speak is a powerful statement. It silently communicates a profound message. You matter more than my ego. This simple act of giving someone your full attention, even for a brief moment, fosters trust, deepens connections, and ultimately enriches your interactions.